Hi, my name is Alex Snelling and I'm here to introduce a series of tutorials about KeyFlow Pro 2. KeyFlow Pro is a media asset manager, or a MAM for short. It's very scalable and it's very open. It can be used with a single user on a single computer, and it can be configured across a shared workflow across a network with shared storage or otherwise. You can use it simply for organizing your footage. You can import Final Cut Pro libraries. You can search across multiple Final Cut Pro libraries, which is an amazing feature. There are live folders. There is now a Final Cut Pro extension. There is an amazing proxy workflow, and there are some incredible shared workflow possibilities. So without further ado, welcome to KeyFlow Pro 2. KeyFlow Pro is a scalable media asset management solution. This is just a quick intro to the single user functionality. But without further ado, let's just import some media. So here's a bunch of clips for my show reels. So I'm just going to select those, click import. First thing KeyFlow Pro does is asks me to create the name of a new project. Final Cut Pro 10 users know that a project is in fact just a container inside of KeyFlow Pro. But down here, Final Cut Pro users will also find a very familiar workflow. Leave files in place, we'll leave the files where they are, copy to library. We'll copy the files to the KeyFlow Pro library. You can click check media to import, and you can actually check which clips you want and use various different filters there. So importing 16 files into project showreel. Let's click import. In they come. Okay, and there we are. Just a little quick overview of this left-hand sidebar in KeyFlow Pro. You can see there I've got a project. So I've got one project now called showreel. If I wanted, I can start creating groups. Down here, this is just, they're just kind of smart searches really. This just breaks down the different media types. I've just imported only video, so all of my clips are in there for the time being. There are many other things like flagged folder, watch folders, which are very powerful, annotations, which is essentially metadata. Your last import should find all my clips in there. Yes, sure enough. And the trash, I've got one clip in my trash. I've also got smart folders, which I can set up, again, very similar to Final Cut Pro. But let's have a look at my cameras down here. So I've got a camera card attached down at the bottom here, very similar to Final Cut. So in this case, I'm going to select all of them and choose import selected. So I'm going to create another project, and in come the clips. So now there are all my clips. In the project city, there are all my showreel clips. So two different projects, kind of like events in Final Cut Pro, kind of like bins, really. The library, very much again, like Final Cut Pro, the library is the top level of your workflow. It's the top of the pyramid. This is my library up here, test feb 001. If I click there, you can see there are various other libraries, but I've only got one connected. You can only have one KeyFlow Pro library connected at any one time. If I click there, I can see a little bit more information about this library. And then within a library, I can create as many projects and groups, smart folders and live folders as I want. I can search up here, and I can choose the different types of media here. I've got workflows available up here. Over on the right hand side now, I've actually got 5 views really here. This is a map view. This will, if you've got GPS data from your camera, this will tell you where the footage was shot, which is great. We don't have that at the moment, so let's just come back to thumbnail view. That should be fairly self-explanatory. That's list view. That's a hybrid, which is like a mix of the two. And this is the preview window. More about this preview window in the next tutorial, which is on annotations.